into the vibe where your dreams take flight. Cortez, so you know we're gonna shine so bright. Unity is how we ride. Join us in this journey and we'll take you to ride, yeah. We'll take it a ride, no. We'll take it a ride.
Welcome to Cortez Co, the Journey podcast. In tales we weave, authenticity we breathe. Through unity and strength, we achieve. Join us in this journey and be empowered to believe. In today's episode, we have Riley Hinds, a dynamic dancer and choreographer whose life story dances across the spectrum of passion and perseverance.
You wrote this for me? Okay.
From growing on a rural farm to shining on Sunshine Coast dance stages, Riley embodies a journey of transformation through movement. Today, he's here to share how dance has not only shaped his world, but also offered him a profound medium for expression and connection. Riley, thank you so much for joining, bro. How are you doing?
Oh, man, I'm doing good. Thank you for having me, man.
All right, man.
Excited to be here.
Man, I'm so glad that you're able to come on.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not that bad of a drive, actually. You know what I mean? That's kind of nice.
Was it traffic that bad?
Yeah, only in like a little section. That's why we were late. It was just
Because you're 34 minutes late. Nah, yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Highway.
It's literally the highway coming out of there was something happening like the Caboolture stuff. Yes, just backed up. So
it's always like that on the weekend.
I know.
You have to leave at a decent.
It's coming from school holidays anyway, so like everyone's either coming back or going out or whatever.
Yeah. All right, Brian. What we're going to do just to get this podcast started, we're going to play a little bit of a game.
Yes.
The Burt game. We've got our little bit in coats here.
All right.
He's going to race. We're going to race each other. Right?
What? That's what we're doing?
Nah, we're just going to see who finishes the fastest and whoever burps the first. Okay. So it's going to be pretty hard, but a little trick to this, a little twist. We've got to hold our nose.
God.
Okay.
Wait, I can't laugh. It's gonna go.
All right. Go in 3, 2, 1, go. You can't taste the soy sauce?
God damn it! This guy.
Fuck. You drank that fast.
You told me to drink it. I was never drinking. Dude, I was so ready to just
feel the soy. Did you taste the soy sauce?
Not until just then.
Oh, how's it feel?
Good.
It's either looking black, bro. No, I'm joking.
I just like went to the mirror.
I'm joking. Fine, bro.
Yeah, you gotta do me like that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was so ready for that Coke beef today.
I can't, man. Just a little icebreaker.
I'll tell you what, the after this is actually quite satisfying.
Yeah, soy sauce?
Yeah, and Coke randomly.
Oh, randomly. It's a prank, not even a prank, guys.
Everyone try it. You wanna try it?
All right. Do it in your partner's kids' drinks, okay?
Yeah,
if they want to have Coke, make sure that they have soy sauce in it.
Any sort of liquid that's going to look the same that you can mix it with. Just
looks right, eh? All right, going on to the second segment, okay? So this is for the viewers and the audience out there, okay? And if you're listening too, you can also play this, okay? This game is called the truth or myth game. All right, I'm going to be saying a series of quotes and sayings. You guys have to write down if it's a truth or if it's a myth. If you get all of these, if you get all of these right, you get 30% discount to Cortez Top Apparel, okay?
Bargains.
All right. When you give the answers, you can either DM or you can either comment in the section where our podcast's uploaded, okay? So the first one, all right, Riley, failure is a necessary step towards achieving success. Truth or a myth?
Oh, that is 100% true.
All right.
That is 100% true.
Are you sure?
100%. You can't even trick me on that. I know it does make soy sauce. That's something I'm sure about.
I'm not going to say the answers. So obviously the audience out there can obviously answer them too.
Play along.
All right. Mental wellness means you never experience anxiety or depression. Truth or a myth?
Myth. That's false.
Okay. It's up to you.
That's false. 100%. I'm a soy sauce boy.
That's what I'm saying. The riskier the venture, the greater the reward. Truth or a myth?
I'm gonna say true. I'm gonna say true. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just remember, guys, you got to get all of these correct to get 30% discount at Cortez Co Apparel. All right. Societal pressures has no impact on personal success.
False.
Is that a myth?
I think it's a myth.
Okay. All right. Personal growth stops when you achieve your goals. Truth or a myth?
Oh, that's a myth. That's a big myth. They're trying to trick me with
Some trick question. No soy sauce in this one.
Yeah, none.
All right. Taking time for self-reflection is crucial for long-term success. Truth or a myth?
That's true.
Righty.
True.
All righty. So you got them answers ready. So make sure you comment.
Watch me get all of you right.
That means if you get some, I think you got some wrong in here, man.
I don't know.
Sorry,
Sorry,
yeah, trying to do the soy sauce again. But guys, make sure you comment your answers or even DM that to us. Okay. Third segment.
All right.
So we pick up pen and we pick up a paper.
Right, got some there.
Going a little bit deeper now into the mind of Riley. Okay. Soy sauce mind.
The soy sauce covered brain right now.
All right, man. So I'm going to ask you some questions. You're going to write down your answer and just how you view it psychologically. All right. Yeah. How's that soy sauce feel?
No, it's just making me burp. This was a burping challenge.
Yeah. You lost.
I won twice. I've lost twice already. I didn't even notice a little crack the bottle
bro, because I was like, wanted to see. Yeah. But bro, you just chunked that down and I was like, I don't even think he tasted the soy sauce.
This guy thought that chugging a drink was about tasting it. No.
It's just chugging it down.
It's about getting it down as fast as possible.
All right, bro, let's get this. All right.
Yeah.
So Crossroads of Character. All right, this is what the game is called.
Wow. Okay.
Open stage. Your question. You're standing before an open stage under the spotlight with two performances to choose from, a rehearsed routine or an improvised dance. Which do you choose?
Oh, this is a crazy question.
Yeah. Which one do you choose? There's a representation after. And why?
I tell you what, it's like, wait, you don't want me to talk about it just yet or just right now?
Oh, you can write it down. Yeah, write it down. Oh, you can talk about it. Just
okay, I'll talk about it. You know what? In like this moment of time right now, I would probably do a rehearsed routine.
Okay.
Yeah. I'd do something rehearsed.
Why is that?
Because I'm a bit of a perfectionist and I just like to be really aware on stage. Whenever freestyle. So for me, whenever I did like improv or freestyle, I really kept it for myself, for the growth and stuff. I really love freestyling. Yeah, people, don't get me wrong, but it's a really raw expression. So I like to keep a lot of it for me so I can almost turn it into art that I want to put out, if that makes sense. Like I like my freestyle, but I almost like my pieces and my put together stuff better.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So if I was on stage, I'd rather be in, I'd rather have something rehearsed. But the cool thing about having that is because I know it so well, now I can do what I want with it. So it ends up being like slightly bit of both.
Yeah.
So
authentic self.
Yeah. It comes out, naturally almost.
Yeah.
I said, you don't really think about the rehearsed stuff. That kind of goes to the back burner.
Yeah.
And then your performance and your essence comes out sort of vibe. So it could be both, but I'm going to say rehearsed for
at this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
So the representation, this shows if you prefer planned situations or if you like to go with the flow, revealing how you handle life's expected and unexpected moments.
True. Yeah. It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Pretty cool, eh?
Yeah, right.
All right. So the rural road. How's that burp?
It's still getting me. I'm sorry. Every time I burp, I'm like, oh, Coke. Soy sauce.
I'm sorry, bro.
At least it was good soy sauce. You know, like that really, really, really salty stuff that you just can't deal with.
Bro, I had fish sauce.
Is that what it was?
No, then I was going to use fish sauce.
Oh, that would be gnarly.
Bro, it had one drop per every 3 seconds. And I was like, bro, I'm going to be here for ages.
Yeah, and I was like, because soy sauce isn't the strongest fish sauce, but sauce with it.
Yeah, we should have done.
No.
Alright, so the rural road, okay? Imagine returning to a path leading back to your rural beginnings. With the road splitting towards a bustling city, which direction do you take?
Yeah, you said, yeah, please, so much.
I told you at the start there's going to
you know what? Okay, yeah, no, I like this. Again, so 2 roads, go to the city or go home.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I would go city because even though I'm going to start doing that.
Yeah.
I love where I grew up. I can't ever deny that. I loved it being quiet, remote. But because of the industry that I wanted to get into, you needed to break out of that. It's just like there's just not a lot of stuff to do where I was. Even though I only lived like around half an hour out of Canberra, but it was still in New South Wales.
Yes.
But when I was growing up, couldn't drive. My parents were taking me everywhere. There wasn't the shortcuts of all the roads that they made now. So everything was actually a lot longer to get to. If it was now, it wouldn't be as hard, but I still would prefer to be in the midst of it, of where all the stuff is happening.
Yeah.
Even though like crowded spaces kind of make me feel a little bit uncomfortable, I'd still rather prefer that than like not have anything going for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Do you think your only growth was to basically move out of home or where you were?
Excuse me, that soy sauce is really getting to me now.
This is stuck me up now.
No, this guy just didn't know that I was so serious about stealing that go.
When I see it, bro, your throat is just going.
Wait, I'm gonna get that water real quick.
I just see your Adam Double just go like this.
I was so ready to down that like 3 mouthfuls. You have no idea.
That's funny, bro.
But I think for the growth, I definitely had to leave. But I wouldn't mind coming back.
Definitely.
That's the thing. But to do that first initial leap, I had to do it.
Yeah.
And I moved from there straight up to Queensland. So it's like I never got to move out. I just moved state.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was hard. I'm not gonna lie. It was really weird. I was 19 and it was just hard.
And what you moved to?
I moved to the Sunshine Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah. A 16-hour drive with all of your stuff is pretty.
It's
a long drive, but it's a nice drive at least. Yeah.
So you'll obviously all pull home all the time.
Yeah, I'm starting. Actually, the more I've lived out of home now, the more I start to call it like mums and dads.
Oh, that's.
I'm trying to find my own way in that kind of sense. But it's always going to be home. Your home is where your family is. So
Yeah, definitely right.
yeah.
All right, the representation. This choice talks about where you feel more at home. The quiet of the countryside or the excitement of the city, showing the balance between where you come from and where you want to be.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like to be extremely comfortable, I have to be doing the stuff that I want to do and I just feel really amongst it. I feel really at home with that stuff, but I'm an extreme homebody at the same time. I have a lot of conflicting things. I love to just chill out and just hang. I like jam just by myself every now and then. Like it's just, that's the kind of vibe that I like. I'm not the biggest party type. Yeah. I don't mind a bit of a party, but that's I can't go wrong with a little bit of party. You can't, but it's just, I really needed to do that. I needed to go out. I needed to try. I needed to experience it. Yeah. But love my parents. They always back me for it and stuff. They always have my back if I need to like come home, hang out. So
that's awesome. That's the best feeling, knowing that you.
No, it is always. It is. Yeah, I'm very thankful that I have very understanding parents. Yeah. So I'm really thankful for that.
Definitely, bro. All right. The choreographer's dilemma.
Oh, goodness gracious!
As a choreographer, you face a decision: create a dance that pleases the audience but doesn't inspire you, or one that fulfills your creative spirit but may not be well received when you create it.
So, which one would I rather pick? Okay, you know what? I'd still choose the one that makes you feel better.
Okay.
So I honestly feel.
I used to put that down, bro.
Okay. I thought I looked at this.
Like a real interview, bro.
Yeah, I was like, okay, so how are you doing?
Yeah. Why do you want this job?
Yeah. I switched it up completely. I mean,
Bro, this is second time. That's that soy sauce. That's why.
Soy sauce.
All right. As a choreographer, you face a decision. Create a dance.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. So
which one do you?
I would still do something that makes the dancer feel their best, because what I believe is a dance performance or any sort of performance in general, it doesn't come from what you're doing, but it's about the total essence you bring. I've seen so many crazy routines that look insane, but you don't get a lot of feeling from it. It's very just like eye pleasing, and that's as far as you get. No diss to them, it looks great, but everyone has that really inspiring person that they always want to strive to reach their kind of level or their sort of status or whatever. But when they bring something to stage, it is just whoever they are, you cannot take your eye off them, and it doesn't matter what they do. It's just pure feeling. And I have a really cool friend that's like that, and when you watch him dance, it's just him. He's very music, and it's like, it doesn't matter what he does, he just moves to it, and it's so satisfying to watching. It could be ugly movement, but it makes you feel like that inside. You go, oh, that's gross. But like, it's if you can make the audience feel what you're feeling through like whatever you're showing, that's like your goal in the first place. Even if you didn't like it, as long as you made someone feel something, I feel like you're still a win in my book. But I'd still think that do it for you first, because if you feel good and you can put that out, everyone else will feel that with you.
I love that.
Yeah.
Man, I love that. All right. This decision tests what's more important to you, making others happy or staying true to your creative ideas.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
You can't go back on it. Yes, you get jobs and stuff where you have specifics to do.
Yes.
That's fine. You're allowed to do that. That's just the job of the choreographer. Exactly. But if you're trying to put something out that really represents you, don't worry about what they think. Put something that you like out, and you will attract the people that you want naturally.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Like, don't worry about if you lose fans, followers, that kind of vibe, because you will attract the people that actually like the you side of it, not just the dance side. Like, they like the you.
Yes.
You got to have a bit of burnt edges. You can't have perfect toes.
Exactly.
It's a bit of flavor.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's like, I feel like everyone's so afraid of, hiding behind like their vainness. Everyone's vain. Don't get me wrong. I need to look good. Like, man's going a bit bald, has to like do a few things to hide it. It's fine. So it's so soft on the hair, tie the strap a little bit. No, but I get it. But it's just, you forget that essence, that like those burnt bits, that's the thing that makes like people fall in love with you, because it's the rawness of you. It's like, it's that difference. Yeah. Yeah. Everyone has similarities, but it's like that weird difference that you have is why other people will be like, ooh, and be so attracted to that sort of thing.
Yeah, I love that, bro. I love that. All right. The echo of applause. All right. In a quiet moment, you hear the echo of applause from your past performances. Does it inspire you or drive you to strive for more?
Both. Definitely both. Strive, like, it just, because I feel like it's when you get, you can't help it. When someone's cheering for you, you get excited. You get that. Oh, definitely. Yeah. You get that, like, that good ego, but yeah, like, I probably did something that I can be proud of. So I feel like it comes hand in hand. If you can put something out and you see that people are receiving it, it automatically makes you feel like you're doing something right. But without that sense, still do it. Yeah, you know what I mean? Don't rely on the validation. Still validate yourself.
Yeah, that's it.
You know what I mean? But still, like, accept it, because you can't be like too humble about it. Yeah. Accept that you are who you are and people do like who you are.
You know, if you don't get an applause, well, you don't get an applause.
Exactly. It's not the end of the world. Don't let it destroy you, because as long as like you went out there and don't have any regrets when you go on stage, just leave it out there and just be you. Yeah. You can't really come on stage if no one likes it. Well, who cares? Like, you got another one. Like, improve. Use it as
you like it.
Exactly. Use it as motivation to just like do better as well, sort of vibe.
Man, yeah. How you feel about this applause shows if you look back fondly on your achievements or if they push you to achieve even more.
Yeah.
I mean, it definitely would. You know, that you get a mad applause. Yeah. You're definitely going to be riding high here.
Yeah, absolutely. And it also makes it like, like, if they really like that, then what else can I do?
Oh yeah. So yeah.
You kind of, it gets the cogs really turning after that. Yeah. You just want to do more.
And that's the thing. If you don't get a big applause, the cogs are just going to slowly get there.
Yeah, exactly.
They're still going to turn.
Yeah, they're still going to turn, but it's like you're going to have to figure out like just ways to just keep them turning. Don't let them lock up, because it's just don't stop the momentum. Just keep going. Yeah.
All right. Next one. You ready?
Yeah.
The costume conformity.
Oh.
You find a costume that perfectly fits the current trends, but doesn't reflect your style. Do you wear it for the next performance or stick to your authentic design?
To be honest with you, like, if I would have come on this podcast like maybe a few years back, I would have said change the costume, go with the trendy stuff.
Okay.
Right. But lately now, I've just been going through a lot of just self brain, self mind, just trying to really like figure out me. I feel like I'm very confused on who I am, but then very aware of who I am as well. I would say still stick to the stuff that makes you feel good. I know trends are really easy to fall into because everyone wants their shot, and your shot will come. But do it in your way. Don't try and copy it.
Yeah.
Like, the trendy stuff is to get you on board and be like, look what like everyone else is doing. It's really cool. Now try and find different avenues off even that. It doesn't even have to, like, you can go do a trend, but then just do it slightly different. Now you're making a new trend.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, as long as you bring a little bit of you to everything, you can still make it your own.
Yeah.
So still make yourself feel good. Do it all for yourself first. And then once you start to feel comfortable with that, then you can I feel like you can start to incorporate a bit of everything. And it just makes you more versatile in it.
Yeah, definitely. And that's what I've noticed too. It's, and I've said it before. The stars don't compete against each other to light up.
No.
They light up in their own unique.
Yeah, in their own way. No star is the same.
You know, and that's the thing with a trendy costume, or what you prefer is who you.
Exactly. It's who you are. Absolutely. No.
And you're gonna see that trend depending on who you are. Yeah. You can create that trend within yourself, man.
Yeah, exactly. You don't even, it doesn't even need to be a trend. It doesn't even need to be a trend for anyone else. As long as like you constantly do it, it's your trend now.
It is. Yeah,
it's your trend. And then if someone wants to jump on your trend, then let's jump on your trend.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just the ones that just go viral. It's like, and sometimes we wish we want.
I always say it's the social media effect. It's like everything is in front of you all the time. You see everything. So you gotta remember who you are and where you are. It's like, okay, every everyone is doing this. Everyone is doing this.
Yeah.
So it's like, so don't get caught up on like, oh, I need to get there. It's like, no, look at it, appreciate it, be inspired by it. Don't try and be it, because it will destroy you at the end, because you're not that.
Yeah.
So like you gotta follow your own avenue, your own passion, your own life.
Your authentic self.
Exactly. Yeah. You want to stay authentic to yourself, but then like introduce things that just makes almost like just evolves you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah, exactly that.
All right, this choice explores whether you follow trends or stay true to your own style, showing how you balance fitting in with being yourself.
Okay.
It's hard, man, and the societal pressures these days.
Yeah, absolutely. It's very different. Yeah.
Improvisation challenge. Ready?
Yeah.
During a performance, the music unexpectedly changes. Do you pause and regroup, or do you adapt and improvise to the new rhythm?
Am I the only one on stage?
Yeah, let's say for this one, you're the only one on stage. Only you say, all eyes on.
All eyes on me.
You want me to read the question again?
No, I know this one. It's fine. It's fine. If the music stops and changes to a different beat. Yeah. To be honest with you, if I was on stage by myself, I feel like if any of the other performers out here would get this, you would get shaken for like a quick second, but you would go straight into like dancer mode. You just start doing what you can to the music, and you start just like feeling your own vibe. But usually what happens is if the music changes, they usually notice and they'll stop it and they'll start again. But if it was in the situation where that wasn't a thing, I keep going.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just keep going.
Yeah, I love that, bro. All right, how you react tells us if you easily adapt to changes or if you need time to adjust, reflecting your flexibility in unexpected situations.
Yeah, I feel like in dance, especially, just because I've been doing it for so long now, I feel like I'm so comfortable in that area.
Yeah, but is that because that's not what you know?
Yeah, exactly.
No, Dan.
Exactly. See, like if it was a dance sense, I just feel like because it's such a thing that's drilled into me. They say like if you mess up a costume, you drop a costume, you leave it. If you make a mistake, you don't show it. It's just like just keep going if you're on stage. Don't stop.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of ingrained in me. So
that's cool.
It would almost be like I'd do dancing, and then the dancing wouldn't match the music, and then I'll stop making it match the music.
Yeah,
and that makes sense.
You make it your own.
Yeah, exactly. And if you're dancing to counts, and the counts are similar in the music that's playing, right? You can probably do the routine for the next song. It might just be slower, faster.
Yeah, you'll get it.
Exactly. You'll have to push through.
Man, all right. So two more. The audience's mirror. You see diverse reactions in your audience. Some enhanced, others indifferent.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Do you focus on those engaged or try to win the people that aren't? Are they?
That's a tough one. That's a real tough one, actually.
It's like because you want to please everyone. But
Yeah. You can't help but be a people pleaser. You can't help it.
Never.
Yeah. You know what? Oh, yeah. No, you stumped me on that. That brained me.
Come on.
Oh, okay. You know what? I think don't be a people pleaser. Don't worry about other people's comments too much. You're going to be talked about regardless. Everyone talks. Everyone has their own opinions, their own like free speech. It's a thing.
Yes.
So don't concentrate on the things that are going to make you feel hurt or offended or anything. Don't concentrate on that stuff, but try and like flip in a more positive way. If someone's seeing it from a different view and they're not really liking it as much, if you have the chance, try and just find the side behind it so you understand it. If you don't agree with it, you don't have to change it. That's the thing. It's like then their opinion didn't really, but if they have something good to say, you can be like, actually, you know what? I kind of get that. Let's say it's like, if someone was like, I really liked your performance, but it just didn't move enough.
Yeah.
You watch it again, you go, oh, you know what? Like maybe I can just move it around the stage a little bit. You just kind of take it as it is. Don't take it personally. You know, that kind of vibe. So always do it for yourself first.
Definitely.
Yeah. And like I said before, you'll attract the people that you want. And if other people fade away, that's okay. They're a part of your story. Turn the page. They're not there anymore. Yes, whatever. If they come back, they'll come back.
New page.
Yeah, exactly.
New page. All right. This shows whether you focus on pleasing those who already enjoy your work.
Yeah.
Or if you try to reach everyone, highlighting how you view and handle feedback.
Yeah.
All right, man. Last one, the legacy step. Looking at the legacy you wish to leave, do you envision it being defined more by the adults or the youth?
I'm gonna say the youth, just because I've just been a dance teacher for so long. And I've been taught by some incredible teachers that have taught me some crazy lessons. And one that I really take, and a shout out to Tanika Westcombe. She is
Tanika.
You're the GOAT forever.
There we go.
She always said like you gotta protect that generation. You really have to nurture that generation because in the dance scene in Australia, especially in the hip hop scene,
Yes.
it wasn't as prominent when I was young. It was still growing, but now it's so big now. They have all these opportunities. So I feel like it's just like up to the people that were coming up in it, just to share and just allow them to like know this, but then still learn their own lessons. So I'm gonna say the youth, but
Yeah, solid, man.
it'd be cool if it wasn't both. You know,
So why don't you think it's both?
being a people pleaser here.
Yeah. Why don't you think it's both though? Why wouldn't you choose
Like both?
both?
I would love it to be both. You only gave me two.
Yes. My bad.
But if it was both, I would love to have impression in both because I'd love to see people see it from that side as well. I would love people to be like inspired by the fact that we have a lot of dancers up here that just want to do that in a sense. It's just really try and like nurture the younger gen so it makes them just like feel so accepted, so alive, and like they know that they're safe and everything's cool. Like we just want to keep the community safe. You know what I mean? But I would love for it to be both. But if it was to the question, I would say the younger gen because I would like them to look up to the people that did it before.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. Or
Now that's beautiful though.
Yeah.
All right. This question helps us understand what matters more to you, your personal success or the impact you have on others.
True. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I'd love some personal success, but the thing is, it's like you can't just take the success all to yourself. You got to share it. You got to share it with your people,
Man.
You got to share. You got to bring your people up with you. You have to because they're the people that have your back all the
Definitely,
time.
man.
So
all right, man. That's done for the three segments. That was solid. That's a solid little game. How did you like that? Bro, that wasn't even the main.
this guy with the soy sauce, I won't even finish it for him. Just to throw it in his mouth.
Yeah. We'll just tip it in front of us.
No, I don't want to ruin the carpet.
Beautiful carpet, yeah.
Yeah, but I want to ruin that.
All right, diving deep now into
I'll go.
who Riley, have a drink.
Yeah.
But what we're going to do, we're going to dive into who Riley is. You know, you obviously just had a sense of what his little backgrounds and thoughts were on them certain questions. But we're going to dive deep into who he is now and a little bit of a backstory, man. So let's hit it.
Yeah, let's go. I mean, where do you want to start? Do you want to just start like my light?
Which one? Do you remember what color the light was? No.
It was 11.
No, what time were you born, actually?
11:26. I'm pretty sure.
Actually?
Yeah.
That's probably
11:26 on November 17th. You know what it was.
always a country boy, I see.
Oh, actually, no. That's wrong. My dad actually. So I was in Canberra recently. My dad actually took me to the house that I grew up in. Don't really remember it all, but I vaguely remember the streets, which was a bit weird.
Yeah.
Because I think I left when I was 2 or 3, and then went on the farm. So
Yeah, you wouldn't know anything.
no, exactly. I didn't know anything, but weirdly familiar of like, I don't know what it is, but it was when we were turning around certain corners. It's like my body knew those turns randomly because the roads there haven't changed, just like the houses, obviously.
Yes, all houses.
Newer and more. So, I mean, let's just start from like, where do you want?
I want to know. So does country always have a spot in your heart?
Oh, absolutely. I'm a love nature, love animals, softy at heart when it comes to animals and stuff.
Definitely.
Yeah, I love the property. It's just like quiet. Oh, I tell you what the best part is the stars.
The stars?
No light pollution.
Oh,
yeah, it's Milky Way straight through the center. I encourage everyone to just like go out into a remote area and just look up.
Yeah.
When it's a new moon, no moon out, and it's just like, it's incredible. It's so lovely. So
yeah.
I love it for that sense. And I love it with my family as well. I have a lot of cousins and stuff on my dad's side, which is the rural side.
Yeah.
So we always grew up. It's always like Christmases and stuff. It'd be, oh man, how many of us? We have like Michael, Jack, Adam.
Wow, and you don't know if you're family tree?
Rihanna.
Yeah.
Lock them. Oh, that's
good though.
Yeah. There's so many. Oh, sorry. Michaela. Yeah. There's so many.
It shows that you're obviously close to them.
Yeah. I mean, distance creates distance. I'm in Queensland now, so I don't get to see him as often, but it's like you can't miss family.
Yeah.
When you connect, it just happens sort of thing.
You know where you left off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, so let's go from.
You know, but funny you say that.
Yeah.
Sorry. Funny you say like you're out there because I'm from Philippines, bro. bro, you look up and it's just pollution, bro, smoke everywhere.
Really?
But in Philippines, it's bad,
Okay.
man. It's bad. And like, I'll always love it there, just the third world country, obviously. But man, like, I'd love to see that beautiful, just, guy. And here, in Australia, is it different?
Yeah, it's
Still like in the city, is still very,
you don't really, you get the stars, but you only get the dots.
Yeah.
Which is nice. Like, it's lovely.
Yeah.
But when you really turn the lights off and you're just in darkness, that's the cool thing. The only bit of light that we had was like slightly over the hill. And I'm talking like ways away, like at the end of the horizon, you can just see light coming over like wherever it was. And that was just the city. But where we were, nothing. And it's like purple and blue. Like, we're in the sky. Yeah, no, I'm not.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. It's beautiful. Like I encourage everyone to do it.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
And that's the thing. I wanted to, you're all the way out there, but dancing is such an urban city.
Yeah, it's a very like city oriented thing.
Right, let's take it back.
Yeah, okay.
Where did you get that inspiration? Why dance?
Oh, okay. Let's do the dance stuff then. Okay, because this one's easier because I don't really remember that far back.
Yeah. Remember what your first nappy was? What?
Puppies. Okay, so dance wise, I was inspired by the movie You Got Served.
Oh,
So You Got Served was the main catalyst of like, that's what I want to do. Was doing like a bit of jazz, bit of tap. Oh, no, not tap. Wish I did tap. That's what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
Wish I did tap.
Okay.
Comes later. Like why? But was doing a bit of jazz, bit of contemporary, even like just like little touches of ballet. But it really, like I didn't chase for it. It was kind of just, I was trying here and there. And then I saw that movie and I was like, yo, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Right? So then I was like a bit self-taught because there was nothing where I was. I mean, there was no hip hop.
Exactly. That's what I mean.
Right. Then it was like, I think it was a year and a bit later, maybe 2. And then my mom finally found a studio. I was like, what? No, in the city. Yeah. Because I still went to school in Canberra because technically, even though we were rural, the closest was the city still. If you went to like the rural shops and stuff, it's actually further. So going to the city was still like the main thing. Yeah, that's the cool thing about Canberra. Nothing's too far away.
Okay.
Yeah. Went to this studio. It was called Dynamic Studios. His name's Chippy Lowe. Oh my God, Alvin Lowe, shout out. You are crazy. Alvin, he owns Project Beats in Canberra and he's crazy. And he's like, he's awesome. He's like my first proper hip hop teacher. Love the guy. He's inspiring. Absolutely. He's awesome. Loves his styles, loves his popping, loves his locking, loves his breaking. He is just he's a G at that stuff. Yeah. I love it for him. We danced there for a bit. That studio closed down and another opened up with some of the people that were at that studio. Okay. So then we started dancing just out of the school. Can't remember the school. Started dancing out of the school gymnasium, did that. I've been dancing for just for perspective, I've been dancing for around like 17 years now. So
it's a solid amount.
Yeah, majority of the time it was in Canberra. So when I moved out when I was 19, I moved to the Sunshine Coast and started dancing at the House of Soul. And this was actually my dream. I found the House of Soul 2015. I was watching a few of their videos and I was like, these are kind of dope. And I was like just flipping through. I was like, yeah, these are cool. And then I didn't really touch on it. This is when I first started teaching as well. Oh no, not first started teaching. This is when I first started like getting really busy with teaching because I was a little bit older, so I was taking over a lot of stuff. Yeah. So I didn't really have that in the forefront of my mind. And then 2016, Sydney. Oh, World Supremacy Battlegrounds. Oh, Soul literally wiped everyone. Wow. Like, shout out to my little junior crew. Came second. You guys are dope and you guys are still killing it. The white guy. But it was, oh my God, there was like they have this thing said. Everyone says it. And I don't care if anyone says anything else. Everyone says it. Yeah. But like when they're on stage, you just know it's about to go down. It's almost like when they walk into the room, you know they're there. Yeah. You go like, Soul just get done. Yeah. Like small. You have no idea. Everyone was not scared, intimidated because they just know this stuff. Yeah. And then they absolutely destroyed this all girls crew, genetic, started like just popping the hell off, smashing everyone. And I was like, I want to be a part of Soul. That was it. So 2017, was it? Yes, 2017. T puts out, T is to Nico. Yes, T. Yeah. T puts out this audition and it was for a competition called Dance Paradise. Oh, it's like a 7-day event where you go to Mexico, you compete, you party, you train with everyone, then you compete with everyone, and then you party with everyone. Oh, so you're just with all of the crews constantly. Yeah. And honestly, it was some of the coolest experiences of my life. Was just like like being with all of the dance families, meeting everyone around the world, like just getting their vibes and stuff. It was crazy, but we went there. So the audition rolled around.
Yeah.
I was so nervous. I have no idea.
Oh, bro. As we should.
God.
As we should.
Coming from Canberra, if any of my camp barons are my Canberra dancers.
Yeah.
When this happens, you just like, you get really nervous. It was my first kind of like big thing that I wanted to do. So I sent the audition in, and to be honest with you, I honestly didn't think I was going to get in, but I thought I had a shot just because I thought like these guys were high caliber, man. And I was still kind of up and coming. So and then I remember I was like, it was, people at schoolies. I was in year 12 at this point, and I didn't go to schoolies. I went overseas with my, ex at the time. And yeah, we were just in Fiji. We'll just have like a really nice holiday. It was lovely. It was also like a birthday gift as well.
Yeah.
And then I get the message that I got in, and we were staying in this little bungalow that had had a balcony, like just into the water. And I remember just running out of bed and I leaped that balcony, standing on the water. I was so excited, man. I was so excited. Yeah. And like, then from that point, we had 8 weeks to train. I didn't live up because I just stayed up in Queensland for 8 weeks. Trained. It was like some of the most intense training I've ever been through. And then we went to Mexico. We ended up winning.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
I was just on top of the world at that point. I loved every bit. And then I told mom, I was like, no, I have to move. And my mom was devastated. Love you, mom.
Yeah.
Best.
Really?
But she knew I had to go. So legit, like within that year, I just kind of got my ducks together. I got like a few extra jobs and stuff. I just wanted that money, just so I didn't even have to worry about it. If I go up there and it's hard to, because whenever you change studios and stuff and trying to find dance work, you have to you kind of start from the bottom and just kind of get your bits and pieces in as you go, to grow yourself. That's kind of how it works. Or if you do it pre-planned it, which I should have done, but I had a little bit of pre-plan, but it wasn't everything. But I saved enough money that I could live for 6 months without worrying. I wanted to do that so I could train a bunch. So I did that, came up, did all the moving and stuff, boom, and then just jumped straight in the train and loved every single bit of it. Honestly, I don't care. I wasn't climatized to the heat and I just sweat 4 shirts a day. I didn't care how different, because you have no idea, man. I just sweat. I just sweat so profusely and I just drain all of the liquids from my body. It's nuts. It's crazy. And then, after that, we went to Dance Paradise again. We did that 3 times. We did Dance Paradise 3 times, and all with Solfan and just all the, I owe a lot to those guys. I owe a lot to those family. And honestly, I'm still so close with all of them. It's just, we're older. It's just, we just got vibes. We have things that we got to fill in. It's we don't see each other as often, but we still see each other. So it's still nice. And we still do projects together and all that kind of stuff. We just got to continue the lives and whatnot. Yeah. But that's the kind of the real dusted over dance life. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you want to hear the grit, being a dancer and being your own worst enemy sucks sometimes.
So what do you mean by that?
You constantly compare yourself just naturally, because it's just you always want to be better. So then you and then you have the people that inspire you. So you can't help that when you get in those kind of mindsets, you compare yourself to them. But the one thing you always have to keep remembering is you're not them. You can be inspired by them, but still try and do it in your own way. And don't think that people are going to hate it. Don't worry. I'm still trying to figure that out. I'm I'm 26. I'm still trying to figure that out. So I'm not old, but I'm just saying, if you're young, if you're 18 and trying to and thinking about that, don't stress. It's normal. It's so normal to feel like that, but don't beat yourself up about it. Just really be aware of it.
Yeah.
Really take it in and just try and switch it in a positive vibe. That's all I would say about that. Yeah, dancing's great. Yeah, there's the hardships, just like everything. Yeah. But dance life, still going.
Oh, man,
that's still going. So we love it.
Something's good about it, eh?
No,
that's the thing, man. I think you said get all your ducks in line, right?
Yeah.
Did you have to do a specific course?
Oh, yeah. Here's the thing. You can do dance courses, but doing dance courses is more if you wanted to go into the professional side of it. If you wanted to go teach at a literature school or something, an actual school.
Yeah.
Not like a dance studio.
Yeah.
That's just because they have curriculums they need to follow. And that's the only thing you really need to need is the curriculum content. So that's what the course is used for. Or I've never done a course. So if any of the comments are going this guy has no idea.
Yeah. Just watch me dance.
Not even that. Just I'm just saying that's how I think that a course would be used if you were doing a dance course. If it's something else for music, the theater or anything like that, yeah, go for it. Don't get me wrong. I'd love to do that stuff, but the hip hop realm didn't really need it.
You know what I mean?
And when I when I was dancing my most, which is when I was 18 or 19 odd, that stuff didn't really implement as much either. It's getting a little bit more needed to get courses and get like qualifications now. But
yeah,
I feel like the qualifications was always in the hip hop scene, like what you showed for it. So
yeah, and that's the thing. I think who would know that you have a certificate or anything?
Yeah, literally, like it's you would have to put it in like a dance resume if it's needed. So
definitely.
Yeah, I honestly don't think like if you really want to do it and you wanted to learn like the nitty gritty about dance and like this, I'm guessing those courses tell you some crazy insight.
In depth.
Yeah, then go for it, because that information would be awesome to know. But I feel like the realm that I was in, I don't feel like I ever really needed it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
So when you started dancing, how did it make you feel inside? You got to express, man, it's an art, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
How do you express that? And how do you express that to your audience?
Okay.
Tell your story within dancing. How do you tell that, man?
I was bullied a lot as a kid.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, if you want to really like just open up like that.
Yeah.
When I was young, I was a weird kid. I was different. I would say that I was just different.
I was selling sauce.
Yeah, selling soy sauce. Kind of enjoyed it. Bit weird. No, but I was just a bit. I just wasn't understood. And I also feel like it was because I wasn't around all of the kids all the time, because I was a little bit further away. I never really got to have the go of the someone's house, hang out and stuff. Like I didn't really do that a lot. So I honestly feel like I was just a little bit lonely. And then kids are kids. I know it's wrong. I know it is so wrong, but you don't, like when you're a child, you don't really know better if you're not taught better. And to be honest with you, that stuff, like at my age, it wasn't a crazy big deal. It was kind of like, you'll be okay. Like, and that's okay. That's okay. Like the world is so much better now. They are so on top of it, and I love that. And that's the thing. That's why I'm like protecting youth, because I wish I had people to tell me that when I was younger.
Definitely.
I sound like, well, but I say younger, but I'm like, look, I'm 26, but I went to school, like I graduated in 20.
I don't know.
It'd be either like 2016 or 2015. One of those two.
Man.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's how it makes you feel is.
So dance was like a real good escape. I had most of my friends were soccer players, footy players, like they're just the sport guys. And I was more of a sensitive kid, and I liked the arts a lot, but the school that I went to didn't really have an arts department. So whenever we did art, it would always be in our own time. So I would be like after school during lunchtime and stuff. Yeah, but I was almost just bullied because of like the reactions that I give. I was very sensitive. I would always get upset about things, and that's fine. It turns out, because when that stuff ended, all of those people actually became my closest friends. That's the thing.
Is that a good thing?
I feel like it is a good thing, because I feel like they were going through something, and some people are easy targets. I hate saying that, but you just are. But it was almost like when I realized that, you know what, like I don't really need her. It was really weird. I remember my mom telling me one day, and she was like, have you just tried not reacting to it? And I was like, yeah, but it makes me like this. And I was like, no, but just don't show them that you're upset. And as I started doing that, I feel like they started to take me in a little bit more, because like, I don't know, I was like a little bit harder, and I didn't take the banter. And now I get it. I was like, I never got to experience the playful making fun of, even though at that time it really didn't seem like it, didn't feel like it. I look back on it and I go, you know what? Like if they would say those things to me now, I would know it was a joke.
Yeah.
You know? And look, I don't hold those people to that, because they have said sorry, and they do know what they did wrong. And I basically said, I was like, dude, don't stress. It's the thing is, it's like, I'm not glad it happened, but I'm glad that we are still close, because like you guys are still some of the people that I just want to hang out with all the time. But dance was definitely the escape. I loved the fact that after school, majority of the time after school, I would either catch the bus to dance, or I just like when I got my license, I repeated kindergarten because of I failed nap time, I'm pretty sure.
Oh man. I don't know how you did that.
Oh man, insomniac, man. I just like bit of the non-sleeping type, but it's sort of harder. But
are you actually though?
Yeah.
There you go.
It only flares up when I've got like a lot on. Yeah.
What does a lot to it?
Just like a lot of like dance projects coming up, like a lot of work on. It's just like when a lot is happening all at once, I feel like my body just struggles to switch off a little bit.
Yeah,
which is fine. I've ever since I got started getting really busy with dance. I would just, I don't know. Sometimes I sleep really well, sometimes I don't. I'm not too worried about it. I know sleep is really important, but I'll get there. I'll get there. But at this time, I'm kind of like just enjoying what's kind of happening, just rolling with it.
Yeah.
But I love driving to dance and seeing everyone there. My best friend, shout out to Xavier. He just got married.
Xavier?
Yeah, to Laura.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations, you guys. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. They were the first people I moved up with. They actually moved up with me from Canberra. And then they're also dancers as well. They danced at House of Soul. So we all kind of came up together, which was really awesome.
That's really good.
Yeah, it made it a lot easier for that transition.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just like, I always got to dance with Xavier and then a lot of friends like Dan and stuff. It was always like we had like this really nice community of like dance boys at that studio. And I ended up being their teacher for like majority of their first dancing years and stuff, which is really cool because it's like, I got to really find out the way that I also taught, but then I also got to really find out the ways that they learned as well, which I really loved. Yeah. I really liked the challenge of I'd come in one day and there would just be like chaos.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I started teaching okay, so there was a little, not drama. I wouldn't say it's drama because I didn't really know what was going on behind the scenes, but I was like 14 and I remember the studio owner, her name is Cassie, she said, hey, Riley, like, would you like to teach the B-boys? I'm 14. So I'm like,
teaching the B-boys?
So I'm like, yeah. Yeah. And I learned a lot. And I tell you a lot because I was thrown in the deep end with that stuff. And then I just had so many classes after that. Yeah. But it honestly made me such a better teacher and it made me like better being in school as well because holy moly. You know how like when you're in school and the teachers tell you to be quiet? Yeah. Be quiet. Stop talking.
That was hard.
Yeah, you know, and like when the teacher, oh my God, I remember like one of my favorite teachers, she said, now do you get it? And I was like, yes, I'm so sorry. I full admit, I was like, okay, cool. I understand why you guys kind of roused on me. Look, bit of a loud kid, better than on the ADHD high side sort of thing. So sometimes I get a bit amped up in class. I had some teachers that got it. I had some teachers that just didn't understand. It was so good. But I'm like,
did you feel like you could just dance anywhere? Yeah. Feeling a certain way.
I love dancing when I'm going grocery shopping.
What? Why? Why is that?
I don't know. There's something about mind-numbing activities where you just like have a list of stuff that you need to get. And you got like musical or something. And I'm not even kidding. I made some of the craziest ideas just by getting like mints or something.
Yeah. That's another thing that I was going to talk about. You've got to come up with these dance moves. You got to come up with these stories.
Yeah.
Where do these stories come from?
The music.
Yeah.
Straight from the music. It's like you chuck the music on and if you're in the vibe and you're in the zone and you start just feeling it, you can't help but start to hear everything in it. Sometimes I hear too much at once. So I got to listen to the music like a lot. And then out of nowhere, I start to only hear like one thing at a time. Yeah. And that's how it starts. Everything starts to slow down.
Okay.
And I go, cool. Then I start to move first. I start to move. Then I start to find points that I'm hitting. Oh, that's cool. And then I start to listen to like the way that the lyrics are being sung, what they're singing about. So you kind of create the character behind it. And then that's just what drives the choreography. It could be really easy, but it could be the coolest thing you've ever seen live. Just because you've really taken the time to feel the music and then like really learn how to express it in your own way. And then that's what creates those crazy moments where people go, what? Yeah. Because it's the pure emotion that you feel just by watching someone do that. It's like what it is. Yeah, something can look cool if you like just start like, oh, that's crazy. Yeah. But like if you see someone do that with like nothing but pure emotion, you can't help but just be so lost in it.
Yeah.
Like shout out to my boy Josh Cezanne. Josh Cezanne. You are a robot. He is just crazy.
That's solid.
Yeah. That's what I would say. He's like the definition of just absolutely insanity and just stage presence. It's incredible. Yeah.
So has there been a time that's affected you in your life that you've put into dance and expressed it? What does that look like? Have you ever come up with a routine that is like, okay, man, I've been in the slumps of in the dirt. Like I want to express myself through dance.
Yeah. So man, it was actually I met someone and I just completely fell for this person. Yeah. Became very vulnerable. And then I started choreographing a routine to a song that she showed me. And I remember like driving around to this song and just been feeling really safe in that moment. And I started choreographing this set and I was doing a new style. It's very like postmodern. It doesn't have a lot of specifics, but it's very specific. That makes sense. It doesn't have it has a lot of influence, but it looks very, I don't really know how to explain it, but a lot of like threading movements and stuff. So I was learning how to just do a lot of tracing of the body and I was just doing a routine based on that. Now we broke up up. And this was the first time I've ever had a breakup that was mutual.
Okay.
And that hurt. And I don't know why it hurt. I do know now because it hurt my ego so hard. Look, we don't have to go into my life that sense, but I learned the hard way in a lot of sense, and in a lot of situations and stuff. And I'm very aware of that. And it's like that really came through just like in the recent like years. So that's why I feel like I'm okay to talk about it now, because I'm aware that it doesn't really shape me anymore, because I really want to try and do better in every sense that I do. But we broke up mutually, and it was the first time I felt like I was in some sort of sappy romance movie, man. I'm talking like tears in the shower, like doing things that I just thought were cliche. And then I never got it until it happened. And I was just like, it was crazy. But I was forced to finish that set because I ended up using it for a team. So the way that it started, and the song is So High by Doja Cat. That's one of her first songs. It was one of her first like really cool songs that she ever made in my book. Yeah. One of her first songs in general, I'm pretty sure as well. And it starts off, it's really melodic and it's really beautiful. And then almost like, even though the chorus was so melodic, that's what I had to finish, was like the climax of the song. Wow. So I ended up teaching this set, and when I was doing it, I was bawling my eyes out. And that was one of the first times I've ever had that kind of moment, was like just, not my first time, but that was like that was my own personal one. Yeah. I would say. Yeah. That one was my own personal one. And everyone got to share that moment with me. I didn't even mean for everyone to do it, but I'm glad I did it, because I explained after too. I said this routine was really hard to finish. I just said that I was going through a rough time trying to finish it, but you guys really made me feel safe doing this in front of you guys. Because it was the last section of this set really was just how I was feeling at the time. The first section was to look good. Yeah. And then the next part, it's like you can tell the switch. And I actually didn't mind that in the set. Honestly, I'm glad I went through that, because that really changed me in the way of like I started to just open my eyes a little bit, and then things after that was like, it was more of a rougher time after that. And I was really learning. It was like when I was like 22, 23, I just really learned lessons after lessons after lesson. But it really hit me, and I started to really be aware of everything. And I was like, you know what? I really want to be someone. I really want to be the authentic me. And that's why I wanted to talk about it, because it's taken me this long to finally realize, like, you know what? Like, this is the part of me that I really like. I feel like this is the part that drives me, but I've been letting this part of me take over and do everything for me. And I've actually just like completely scrapped that part, because I just hate it. So I really want to build that good stuff in it. Yeah. And I really want to, I regret it, but I'm not going to regret it at the same time, because I'm glad I'm like this now, because I feel more powerful in the way of, I'm very aware of who I am now and like what I do. Just very aware of everything now. And I like that. That's good to, you know what I mean? It's good to have. Yeah. I like being able to just really see a situation and almost like feel the situation as well. Now I can like really sense the vibe. And if I'm not feeling it, I will take myself out of the situation now, because I don't want to even step foot into something that I feel like it will even take me back. Not challenged. I will challenge myself forever. But if I feel that it's just going to like do this, I'm just going to, before it even starts, because I need to protect my inner peace, man. Because that's the one thing I never did, was protect my, oh my God, protect that stuff, man. If like, please protect your inner peace. It is so important. It is so important. If you don't have peace inside yourself, it eats you alive, man. It eats you from the inside out. And one thing that I never really did was stop and think. Yeah. Just question everything, because then it makes you question yourself for a second. You go, okay, hang on. Is this a good idea? And then you start to think of ways that it couldn't be, and then ways that it could, and you weigh it up really quick. Yeah. And like, you know what? No, even though it has like a few flaws, it's still going to be good. Yeah. Oh, definitely. That's fine. I never really thought like that. I was a guy that like took it as it come, pressed the button, I'm there. Yeah. It's like, I didn't really have time in my brain, I feel, but now I do. And I'm thankful for that moment, but silver lining, this person came back. So that was cool. Oh, wow. Yeah. That's beautiful. Yeah. Like 2 years later. Oh. So it was like one of those those moments where if it was meant to be, it would come back, and you don't get a lot of second chances like that. So I wasn't going to say no. I was just going to be better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was just going to be better. More open.
Yeah.
Communication is key. Just really build it off like any sort of like trust and faith, and just really like set the proper foundations. So when I'm stressed or anything, I don't have anything else to stress about other than that. And I can trust my other person that is with me, that I can trust in their like vision of me and stuff. And if I'm like low, I can, it's just really be able to just share authentically.
Yeah.
That's really nice. I really encourage people to seek that, because it feels really, really lovely.
Oh, it's a good feeling.
It's a very nice feeling.
But it's hard.
It is very hard.
Before you even acknowledge it and even know that it's there,
it's hard. It is so hard. Don't be afraid of it. Don't hide it. Like just say it. Definitely don't hide your feelings, man. Just say it. It's way easier just letting it out.
Do you feel with dance, do you feel like you hide a little bit more emotions and bring it out to dance a little bit more than you would verbally?
I reckon subliminally, yeah. Because like you have the escape. Like dance makes you dance a certain way.
Yeah.
And music does too. Not dance makes you dance in a certain way. Like feelings make you dance a certain way.
Yeah. And that would be a hard thing to be authentic at the same time. You know, you're trying to be that person that looks good on stage.
Yeah.
But also has a set that's like, man, that cuts.
Yeah, exactly. But that's the battle as well. It's like what you like doesn't like. A lot of dancers do this. They'll look at their stuff and they go, "Oh man, I can do it better." That's your own worst enemy thing there. That's that voice there. Like just yourself. Like I said, people like them burnt bits, man.
Yeah, but
fall in love with those flaws.
Yeah,
they do.
Yeah,
people do fall in love with those flaws. The thing, like the flaws, is the things that make you you. So they're not actually flaws. They're just you.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
So just like learn how to embrace it. It takes time and it takes effort and it takes like commitment. Like just learn how to embrace your quirks, your little things that make you you, because it really is you. Yeah. Everyone will have similarities. It's like two people could be wearing the same outfit, but it's like it's how you project yourself. Yeah. How you project yourself onto that physical form of yourself is like what's going to make the difference.
And how you express yourself, you know, and that's what I say with Cortez Style Apparel. It's not about wearing that. It's about telling a story. You know?
It's not how you stand by your car. It's how you race your car.
Oh man. But how has dance empowered you to be a better you?
I feel like it's the community that chucked me in. I'm around so many unique and incredible people. Yeah, you take like bits and pieces of advice and a lot of inspiration from the people around me. And I don't know, I like that I have friends that are really raw with me too. I really like the honesty. I really like it when people just tell me how it is, because I'm the type of guy that will listen and learn from that. I feel like I struggle to see things clearly unless they're like truly told to me. And then I'll be like, cool. And then I'll instantly know that that's not a thing anymore. Yeah. Like learn it like that really quickly. But I do like the process of learning things on my own as well. Yeah. But I do like friends telling me like, hey, knock it off or something. Yeah. And I'm a bit loud in class because I got that voice. I saw the man was turning my thing down because I was yelling. I didn't need to do that. But I have a lot of friends that'll be like, sorry.
Is that just for your personality?
Yeah. I'm just a bit of a bubbly, louder.
Oh, man, that's
just
you can no one can hate you for that.
No, I mean, if you do.
Yeah, and that's seeking inner peace.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to take those kind of things personally. Yes, like people don't hate you, that kind of stuff. They're just trying to help you out in the situation. That's all it is.
How would you empower your community now?
Okay, if I could say anything to the community, it would just be continue to just have fun with dance. Continue to have fun. Continue to for a little stretch of time, and I'll like openly admit this. I was like really concerned about making it a wealthy job. And that took over a lot in the brain. It made it like really hard to be creative because the only thing I was thinking about was the financial side of it. Yeah. And I was like, you know what? I started to just be like, nah, like the reason why I was dancing is because I liked dancing. If I just got more work in another sense so I could make dancing my thing. That was the thing. There was a period of time where I wasn't dancing as much because I was like just struggling. That's all it was. Like just life stuff. It just is what it is. Yeah. Like stuff like that happens. So
has anyone told you that dancing is not a career?
Yeah.
So, and bro, that's
It's the worst. I hate that question because it's like it is.
yeah. I want to hear it from you. Like, if I was to, man, like dancing's not a career, man. How you get to make money from that?
Yeah, here's the thing. It's when people say career, they want you to be thinking like bigger. They want you to think
Uni,
yeah,
go to uni.
earning like at least a high like 5 figures or something. So you can like live an easy life and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just not how I'm wired. It's just not how I'm wired. I can't sit still. I'm not sure if anyone's been watching a talent before. I can't sit still. So if it was any sort of job that would like require a computer or sitting, there's no way. Any sort of physical job I wouldn't mind going into. I don't mind doing that kind of stuff. But dancing definitely is a career. It's just a hard career to get into.
And do you feel like that's where a lot of people fail?
I feel like people just give up a little bit too early. Yeah, that's all it is. The thing is, it's like you also have to measure your level of success. It's like it's relative to you. Someone making like $1 million and they're that's successful, but it's a billionaire saying they made $1 million. Like I did that.
Yeah.
It's the thing is like how you perceive it, and that's something that I didn't do very well when I was struggling because I thought I was just not going anywhere. But believe it, in that time I was like in multiple different countries.
Yeah.
And I was like traveling a lot. And so I was in that mindset like majority of the time, and I hated it. And I don't know why I was like that, but I think it was just because I just allowed that the struggles to really, really play tricks on that inner piece that I was trying to develop. But in a way better spot now. I've started to just realize a lot of stuff. I'm jumping back into projects, making projects with friends and stuff. Yeah. It's just
that's good though.
Yeah, that time was just like really for me, and I felt like I was very out of the scene for a bit.
Yeah,
and it kind of sucks, but like people feel your absence if like you're usually there all the time. So like if any of my friends listen to this and they haven't heard that from me, that's what they reason why I wasn't around.
Oh yeah, and I think that's a lot of I've said it before too. I feel that success is how you define it.
Yes, exactly.
Not how others perceive.
Yes, exactly. It has to feel good to you, man.
Oh,
yeah, you have to feel like you achieved something because that's success. You don't have to earn anything to be successful.
Exactly right. And that was the questions that we over earlier, right? It was like how you really felt inside and how you really perceived it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because man, success as a dancer, right, you can only measure that to your own.
Exactly. Like I feel like I have been successful in a way, but I want more.
Yeah.
I love chasing more, and I want to try and do more with it. I'm a huge horror fan.
Yeah.
And I want to try and incorporate dance and horror together, which is something. It's like
Michael Jackson Thriller.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like a huge Michael Jackson fan.
Yeah.
Grew up on MJ. Loved the King of Pop forever. Swimming, soy sauce. No. It was probably one of the best programs I've ever done to me. There it is.
Riley, right. I wanted to, for the aspiring dancers out there, you know, like you said, you say that they give up a little bit too soon. What would be some advice for up and coming dancers? What would you tell them?
Don't think you need to get somewhere just to enjoy dance. If you want to make dance a career, it's like set a career goal that you can get to so you can feel successful within it and have something to go off and build and have something to strive for. And then when you reach it and you want more, then go chase more. Like don't be like, I want to be Chris Brown's backup dancer straight away. You can say that, but like think it in perspective. There's a lot to go into that. You can't, so think smaller. Oh, okay, cool. Who are some of the local artists? They're looking for dancers and stuff, but do that kind of stuff.
Not small.
And you don't need to get paid all the time to do it. I know a lot of us dancers, yes, there is a lot of unpaid work. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. I'm not like glorifying that.
Yeah.
But if you're supporting friends, other artists, all that kind of stuff, you got to invest in the people.
That's your
money, man. That's the success.
Yeah. Has there been a moment where you're like so close to just done in dance?
Yeah, actually. Yeah. Actually, I remember, it was a weird.
I love this conversation.
Yeah, it's like a weird like universe one. Almost. I said, so I was like sitting next to someone, and I said to them, you know what? I think I'm gonna go dance.
Ooh.
Yeah, I just said it straight out. I was like, you know what? I really started to feel like it's just not it at the moment. But this was during the struggle, right? So I was like, okay. Cool. Next day, I get a phone call. I get, hey Riley, how you doing? Hey Riley, how are you? I was like, oh my god, and I know this lady. I was like, yeah. He goes, yeah. Like 2 years ago, how are you? I was like, yeah, great. How are you? It's like so good. I'm like, It's middle of the night. I'm like, oh my God, they're eating my dinner.
Yeah.
Tell you, we're in holiday mode. Heard the dad bod gun.
Yeah.
So
Why are you calling me?
yeah, right. I was like, what's up? And then she was like, all right, someone has injured themselves and I need a dancer. Can I fly into Melbourne and can you learn these 2 45-minute shows in 4 days? And you can imagine my face. I was like, what? I was like, yeah. She was like, are you sure? I was like, yeah, that's fine. Let alone she flew me out the next day. And I'm like, I said dad bod mode. I'm not even kidding. Like, anyway, so I learned these shows. It's like, it wasn't like extremely hardcore. It was like just a lot of content. It was like just a lot of content.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, 2 45-minute shows, all days to learn. Yeah. So then I was stuck on a cruise ship and I got to travel around New Zealand for 2 weeks and I performed twice on that boat. And I was like on a holiday to Nets. And that phone call happened after I said that. And I'm not even lying. I said I wanted to quit and it was like, someone was like, nope.
Yeah.
And just did that.
Man, that's so...
I took that as a crazy sign and I was like, okay, maybe it's not time. Yeah. Maybe I just got to like switch it up. So I was doing like a lot of commercial based stuff. I was diving back into a little bit of ballet. There was a lot of like jazz fun, all that kind of stuff. And I really enjoyed doing that on stage. And we did a bunch of other stuff. Shout out to Master of the Choreographer. You guys are sick. Unicorn. Straight up. Yeah, they just gave me the experience that I really wanted and really needed at the time. I just wish you would have guys called me like a year later, like now. It's just because I wish I was in the mindset that I was in now going into that, because I really would have grasped it 100%.
Yeah.
I feel like I was running at a cool 85 and I had a bit of doubts in the background, but those doubts really take over.
Okay, man. Well, okay. So you say you're just about to quit, right?
Yeah.
You were just about to quit. How do you go with opportunities that open up, but that don't align with your values? Do you feel like that was a little bit of an experience like that?
Yeah, it was more like mistakes. Mistakes were made during that. And it was just like, I really wasn't staying true to who I was.
Yeah.
I was trying to really be someone else just to try and, I guess you could just say, impress or just have a good impression. But honestly, I should have just holding with it and just trust my own guns as well. I kind of fizzled out and ended up being like that. But, yeah, I mean, like I still dance with them. They're like, they recently went on a trip. I went to my friend's wedding and stuff, but that boat that we usually get, booked for is being docked because it's getting an upgrade and stuff. So none of that sort of stuff is going to be happening until the end of the year. So I still have a bit of time to just really like figure those,
and enjoy
figure those like demons out and just like not play on my mind too much sort of vibe. Yeah.
That's interesting, bro. That's interesting that you say that, because there's so much with dance and how you feel in your certain way right now.
Yeah, no, I'm sure other people can agree on this, but when I dance, there has to be like a little specific things to make me feel good. I got to dress like how I like.
Yeah.
You know, I have to like be in the vibe or be around the people that I like. It's just, there's these specific things that really bring your dancing.
Yes.
You do get times where you dance and it feels a little bit uncomfortable, but just because it's like, it's not really the vibe you're used to. So it's like, you just kind of have to fit in on it.
Yeah.
But when you're in your area, oh my God, it's so easy to open up.
Beautiful feel.
It's so easy to open up. And I would say like one of those areas was, I was training Crump for like a year and a half, like really diving into it. And it was so awesome because learning from some of like the Brisbane OGs from Crump, was really cool, because that would just give you that insight. And I feel like when I dance, even though I have very clean movements, it's one of the things I'm always told is like, you're super clean. And I like that now. I really like that. But at first I didn't. I was like, I kind of want a bit like a groove and stuff. Yeah. But I just was taking what they were saying to literally. Like almost. So I feel like the way that like my body it fits Crump really well. So when I was diving into it, I felt really comfortable doing it. Yeah. So it was just a really good time and stuff. I actually am planning to jump back into it. They have a lot of jams in Kangaroo.
Yeah.
So
has there
jam is in.
Oh, that mad. Right. Has there been a time where an opportunity has come up but just did not align with you? or have you taken every opportunity?
I try to take every opportunity, but it's almost like I got to experience it first. And if it doesn't line up, I'm going to do it again.
That's good though.
Yeah. I give everyone the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean? Because like no one really tells you their core values until like you're there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then if you're there, you're like, ooh,
Yeah, I don't know if I like that.
gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah, exactly right. What do you feel if you were to have one thing on paper, what you prefer in dance, what would it be? What?
Oh, like just, you know what?
Always go to, no doubt. Yeah?
Choreography. Yeah. There's just something I love creating something.
Yeah.
Creating on the spot, love it. That's what crump kind of is. It's like you make patterns and stuff that you can always like battle with or whatever. But when you freestyle, it's just like, it's pure emotion. Crump is excellent for like letting out any sort of emotion.
Yeah.
Happiness, sad, angry. Like it's really cool to open up and let that happen. But it has to be choreography because it's the one thing that I've always done. And it's the one thing that I've always like, because I have favorite sets.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I don't really have like favorite times on a freestyle.
Yeah.
I have favorite sets. So it's like, I can't help but be sort of a choreography head.
Yeah.
And like a piece. I see everything for the bigger picture. So I always say that like, I never really liked solo dancing because I liked being part of the bigger picture as well. I like
That's
being
a pretty cool. That's a pretty cool thing.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I love dancing by myself.
Yeah.
But I much prefer dancing with people because I love the energy that I bring, like as you dance, and the energy you can like pass up too.
Yeah.
That's the stuff that I like to do. I love that. That's awesome. That feels good. It feels real good.
How does dance line up with mental wellness?
Like hand in hand almost. There's a really cool another like House of Soul thing. We competed at Dance's Paradise. It was like the last year we did it. And unfortunately we had Tanika's husband passed away. Yeah.
Wow,
So
sorry.
no, that's okay. That's okay. He has a beautiful daughter and a very beautiful wife. Tanika is incredible.
Yeah.
And then Tanika also has someone that's really like taking the role and really like
it's beautiful.
giving the core values that Noel brought as well.
Yeah.
So like it's sad, but it's like it's unfortunate it happens. You know, it's like you just have to you gotta love forever and but keep moving on, sort of thing. So we did it for him, and I mean like to see Tanika come back.
Oh,
when T came back after that and just went and dove straight into dance, all of us were like, we were mind blown.
Yeah.
And, you know, and I feel like, so Soul recently closed down, and I would say this is a cool example just because this was really recent for me. So I can kind of explain it on my end as well. Yeah. Like she said she didn't even feel it until like years later. So she came straight back to work 3 months after towards we competed and everything, and she just had like the best run on the planet. And then the studio closed down because it's just like it just started to come up. So I feel like dance is a really, really, really good way to escape and really good way that you can like heal. It's almost like you go into another world when you really, really dance for yourself. Yeah. When you dance for yourself and you're just with music and just moving to music, it really takes you to a different place. And that's not a lie. It really does take you to a different place. And another time that I can remember, I was at a video shoot, and me and my friend were playing around, but an accident happened. We were in a boxing ring, so we're pretending to be wrestlers, right? So, you know, WWE, ducking under
dancing.
things. Yeah. Okay. This was like in between shots, so we're just like, I know. Yeah. And it has to happen. Like, of course it happened. Anyway, and we were like fake clothes like each other. We were like, boom. I hit one. I'm like, yo, we bounced up the rope again. And then he hit me, but it's like, I must have just like fallen off balance or something. And I landed with my arm behind me like this, and I broke my AC joint. Oh, yeah. Only one of them though. So I didn't need surgery, but goddamn it hurt. I got up. I was like, yeah, that's not right. Yeah. And, so during the time when that happened, I wasn't allowed to dance. I wasn't allowed to move. But you know what? I actually thanked that time so much because I really needed to slow down. I actually learned so much about my body in that time. Yeah. It was insane. So I was still listening to music, and I was almost like listening to music in a different way. And I was hearing music differently too. Yeah. Because I couldn't move, I was being really still and like learning how to really just really,
inside.
and really enjoy it too. But what I noticed is the only thing I could move without making like my shoulder hurt was like this section of me. So I actually unlocked my midsection and learning how to just because it was the only thing I could do, and I just did it consistently. And then when I actually applied it to the rest of my dance, it opened my body up to ways that I didn't understand until that moment. I was like, right. I would watch a lot of things and be like, I just don't understand like why they feel so comfortable doing that kind of stuff. And then when I came back, I was like, got it, because you're damn for a lot to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So
what a blessing in disguise.
Legit, it was a blessing in disguise. Don't get me wrong, the shoulder still sucks.
Yeah. So that'd be bad for popping, eh?
Yeah, no. Oh, bone breaking. Doing the contortionist stuff. No, I'll break it more. It would look so drastic. It's pretty gnarly. It looks it looks crazy.
Oh, bro, what? Yeah.
My party trick is like, sorry, my drinking water out of my shoulder trick is because there's such
it's like
a channel. Yeah, so you just like pour it down and it's like, sure. Do you want the soy sauce in there like that?
It's a blessing in disguise, man.
Yeah, it was.
Where do you see your dance career now moving on?
Okay. I really want to try and dive into new avenues, actually. Like I love my dancing side, but I want to take it further than dance even. I really, really would love to do musical theater. I'd love to get into musical theater. I'd love to do stage acting. I'd love to do horror acting. If any of you guys make horror movies,
hit him up. Hit Riley up. Gotta have some soy sauce first. Soy sauce,
and Coke on tap. They better be there.
Please.
I'm addicted to it now.
Yeah. What about hitting the stage for like X Factor or
like any sort of so like any sort of like talent? I mean, maybe, but
has that ever crossed?
It's just never really like interested me in that way. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I think those shows are cool. Don't get me wrong. Like people have like really made up on the shows, but I just feel like the road that I was, it wasn't like that was one of the things you did sort of thing. Yeah. Because I was in the competing scene a lot. So I did a lot of like competitions and stuff as a studio.
Yeah.
So it's only just recently that I've been like, no, what? I kind of just want to be more performance stuff.
Yeah.
I've had my competition bug. You know what I mean? I'm not crazy competitive anymore. Like I love my competitive side, but it doesn't come out as so I just feel like I want to
buy.
Yeah.
All
the way home now.
I need a bucket to spew up into. If you were to pinpoint one dance for yourself, what would you always draw back to? One dance routine that you always draw back to. And what song? Why? Yeah.
Okay. You know what?
I'm
going to say this. So we just recently did like our end of soul show. And so there is this one routine to this song that like called Blue Hearts. And T made the set to it. And it was one of the routines I've always wanted to learn. But it was the year before me. So she never used it again, if that made sense.
Yeah.
She did it. I got to watch it multiple times being like, yo, that's crazy. And then I was the generation after that. So I started learning all the newer stuff.
Yeah.
Now we did the end of soul show, and like she's doing formations for all of the old. Okay, just to give you context, we did like a melody of all the stuff that they learned.
Okay, so all in one. Then.
Just everything from like throughout the years and stuff. So
that would have been a lot.
So she needed a next person, and it was with her. And I just just the corner. No, I heard this song and I was hoping she would choose me.
Yeah.
But I made it go. I was like, cool, done.
Yeah.
And then I kind of looked at that one back and I looked over, and then someone came out. It's like, "Wait, Riley T wants you."
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for.
I was like, yeah, fall me a part of it. You're kidding? Oh my God. And I got to learn that. And that was one of my favorite moments because I got to be on stage with a crew that I was so inspired by.
Yeah.
And when I just before I moved to Queensland, when I watched this, so they did this routine in that comp where they just wiped. That's why I wanted to learn.
Yeah, okay.
I was like, that is just insane.
Yeah.
And there was this one move and it was just this crazy moment. And it was the one thing that I wanted to learn and I just couldn't believe I got to be a part of it. That one's a good recent one, but if I could take like a proper one to ever go back to, it would be on stage and it would be the dance for Noel. It was that because there was the moment right at the end and it was a move where we just leaned back and we're all doing this and we're facing him. I'm literally I'm getting chills talking about it, but everyone felt him on the stage. And because at the end, we did like the soul sign and we all just cried. We all just cried all together. It was just instantaneous. it was like, I'm like, even the legs are starting to do stuff.
Right?
Yeah, but it was like, we just felt his essence and we were dancing to his favorite song. Smells Like Teen Spirit. You never do hip hop to like rock music. So it was just this intense, it was like this intense moment. It was incredible, man. It was so
Man,
good. That's beautiful. That one for sure. That one is a big one. Yeah, that one felt good. Yeah.
And so for the audience out there, what advice would you give to your people, man?
Just any advice?
Yeah, bro.
Okay, I'll say it if you're ever worried about like vainness or what you look like and stuff. Remember that the reason why you're attractive or the reason why you are you or the reason for anything to do with you is because of the way that you project yourself onto your body. So you never need to worry about what you look like. It's because people don't care. And the people that do care will stick around. You project yourself onto your physical form.
Oh, definitely.
Not your physical form defines you.
Yeah. Do you think society puts a lot of pressure on us? Yeah, to be a different person?
Yeah, 100%. I feel like it's half not even their fault. I just feel like everyone really wants to get online and everyone wants to be someone.
Yeah.
You know, just be you. Don't be someone, be you. Because like, if you're interested, like if you have 3 people that find you interesting, you're successful. Oh, even if you don't have anyone that find you interesting, as long as you do and you're successful.
Who is someone to say that you're not successful?
Yeah, exactly. It's all relative to the way that you think about it. But if I was to really just give advice, I would just say, just please stay true to yourself.
Yeah.
Even when time gets tough, back yourself and make sure that you just really take care of number one, which has to be you. It doesn't mean that you have to be selfish. Just really make sure that your inner self is really good, because this is one quote that I love. And it's by Miss RuPaul herself. And if you can't love yourself, then how the hell are you going to love someone? It's so simple. It is so simple, but it makes so much sense. Like you really have to like love yourself in a certain, like not even a certain way, just in a way. So you can finally like share that out, because it always comes from you first. Because if you're really trying to put love out there, you got to make sure that you're like projecting love in yourself.
You love yourself first.
Because if you don't, you're not going to project that. You're actually just going to project your insecurities out, not knowing that it's like not that, you know what I mean? So it's like, just really be okay with yourself. I know like life is hard. Life is never going to be easy, but really be okay. Really be okay with being who you are, and love your people as well. Don't neglect your people. Always always just say hey, even if it's like 3 months later, you have no idea, just saying hey, just saying thinking about you or something, it just means a lot every night. Just stay connected to your people and keep your circle small, and just keep everything like real to you, you know. Like you don't need to prove a point, just be you, because then you'll never have to like backtrack ever. If you ever said something that was not true and you have to back that the whole time, man, that sucks. Try and just like not
be
do
real
that.
with yourself.
Oh, you're culprit of it. It's like you protect your peace, man.
Bro, it went over heaps, man.
We actually wait.
How do you feel?
Oh my God, we've been talking forever. I love
Do you
that.
feel like you're able to get a lot?
I feel like I'm not, for the people that do know me, you know, I don't like to open up because I'm scared and I'm afraid of vulnerability, because I have been hurt before. But what I've started to learn is like the more vulnerable you are, the more people love you, because people love those kind of bits, because it's the same who you are in you. It kind of sucks that I just started to really realize this, but you know what? I actually really love it, because it means that I got to learn all of this stuff when I was like a kid, and then like when I was like a young adult and stuff. And now when I'm really starting to like grow up a lot, I feel like I've just learned a lot of lessons and I know what to do now. And I feel like I've got like a nice path, even though you're going to go through struggles and stuff. I just feel like I'm going to be able to take them there. Yeah.
Oh, and that's the thing, man. A lot of people feel like their struggles is going to define them.
No. It's literally just life. Just to be honest with you, I'm thankful for the struggles, because if my life was easy, my life wouldn't have a lot of meaning. I wouldn't have a lot of growth. I wouldn't have a lot of learning. Exactly. Like I like the fact that I've been having lessons this whole time, and now I get to start to really apply. You know, so
life would be so boring if you didn't have all these struggles.
Exactly. Like even though someone would suck, it's just in the end, it helps you with progressing, growing, and just becoming a better version of yourself, sort of thing.
Do you feel like jumping on here on the podcast express a different side of you to dance?
I feel like a lot of people don't really get to see this side of me. I'm not a very crazy open person. Some people know the ins and outs of me, but then some people just know the real face value. And to be honest with you, if those people out there that maybe, I'd love for you to actually know who I am now. So it's a powerful thing. Yeah, it is. It's really nice. It's really nice to feel vulnerable. And when you asked me to do this, I was asking my partner. I said, "Oh man, I'm really scared to open up." I literally said that to her. I said that I was scared to open up because I've never really been the person to want to do that. And she just said the exact same thing I've been saying. And she was just like, "No, people will know you and love you if you let them know who you are." And I was like, okay, I'm just going to give it my shot. And I owe a lot to her when it comes to like really helping me just be okay with who I am.
The mental side.
Yeah, the mental side of things. Like I'm just, a bit of a strange character. And I'm glad that I just have someone that understands I'm strange.
Man, and I appreciate
in that way.
I appreciate you jumping on and being able to express your vulnerability.
Honestly, thank you so much for having me, man.
And that's the thing with Cortez Code. It's where your journey, empowering every step.
Exactly.
Every story. And yet, man, you have to. That's what Cortez Code is all about, is trying to build that and bring that out and out of people, man. Wow. I really appreciate you coming on. It's been a blast, man. We're connected. We're connected so well.
We have been chatting for, like, we were chatting even before this. It was just, it just flowed so well. This has been awesome. And honestly, like, if you ever want me back for something else, I would be so happy to
dance, bro. I want to see you dance.
Oh yeah, we'll do like a little live dance.
We're going to do a dance. Who do you want to give a shout out to?
Oh my God. You know what? Just shout out to like everyone that has had a massive impact in my life. You guys, you know the people, anyone that I've had an interaction with has given me something that I really, really learned along. And I've really started to appreciate that lately. And that goes out to all of you. If any of you get to watch this, I'm probably going to send it to you and be like, look at Marlon on TV. I will. I'm going to, but I would just thank you all so much. Thank you to my family as well. Thank you to all of my teachers. Thank you to all of the people that had my back. Thank you to all the people that doubted me, but then also like reprimanded that and then came back and were nice as well. Like just being real, like saying, just saying the truth and be like, yeah, look, I did this, but you know what? I think this now. I think you don't, blah, blah. You guys are all dope. Love you all.
Oh, that's awesome, man. And that's the thing too, like with this podcast, this is my 4th episode. And the first 3, I was just getting feedback, from my partner, best friend, brother. And it just felt like, oh man, I didn't want to do it, but they just gave me feedback and it felt like, oh, like these guys are having a dig at me, but I had the time to take it in. And I was like, okay, just enjoy it. Just enjoy it. And this, man, my best friend, my partner, brother has just helped me so much.
Like as long as you're enjoying this,
and I'm loving it.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. This space is what I walked into this room. I was like, what?
And that's the thing, man. I give a shout out to my partner, my best friend, and my massive. And guys, if you want to see more pranks, if you want to hear more empowering stories,
man,
make sure you like.
Everyone that comes on this podcast, do not drink the coke.
Be careful of pranks, but I've got ways to get around it. But no, guys, man, it's been a massive morning. And I appreciate Riley so much for coming on. But yeah, guys, make sure you like, subscribe to this channel. Make sure you share. Comment your answers. Comment if you like the soy sauce in a Coke. All right, guys.
If this gets 10,000 likes, he'll send me a liter bottle of Coke with soy sauce in it, and I'll go back and drinking the whole thing
in a separate bowl. But no, guys, thank you so much, Riley. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, my friend.
Episode 4 done.
That's 4, baby.
Nice one, man.
Thank you. Oh my God.
Man,
what a time, man. That was fresh, man. That was.
Welcome to the vibe where your dreams take flight. Cortez, so you know we're gonna shine so bright. Unity is how we rise. Join us in this journey and we'll take you to ride, We'll take it to ride, we'll take it to ride.